Hello friends, this is about the new music system which I install on my Swift. This is from Woodman and it is having 2 GB memory and 32 GB internal storage memory. Uh, so this is Android device and it is almost like 10.1 inches diagonally. So as you can see, this comes with uh, the shroud which can be used directly, and you don't need to buy this one separately. This comes with the head unit. Along with the head unit, I bought the rear view camera, which I will show, and the steering wheel controls. So as you can see, the steering wheel controls, they are just we need to stick this one, and there is an internal module which will get connected to your music system, and we will just discuss this one also, the steering wheel which will have GPS, call pick and drop button. Then there is a music system control, sound system, sound control button, and the channels you can switch from here. So the overall it cost me around 19,000 with the installation, which includes the rear view camera also. So let's start it. Okay, so you can see this from Woodman, and this is the um, Agama launcher, and as it's Android, you can just select different launchers. This comes as a default, and you don't need to pay anything for that extra. Uh, so as you can see, there is so many buttons which is you can configure now. By default, these buttons are not configured. Okay, so as you can see, these are the buttons. Everything is having a capacitive touch buttons. This is about the switching off the head unit, then home button, back button, and these are the volume control. As you can see, this is something like you are familiar with everything, just because this is nothing but the Android tab which is used for the music system. Now we can configure these buttons which are available for the launcher. You can connect your head unit with the Wi-Fi, so you can switch on your Wi-Fi hotspot from the mobile, and you can connect it. Then there is a GPS, the outside temperature. So once you connect to Wi-Fi, this temperature will get activated. Then by default, radio, navigation, music. Then this is Google Assistant. So if you long press it, then Google Assistant will be available. So right now I have just configured the Bluetooth for music player. Then these are the setting for car setting and the overall display setting. So you can change the color of the launcher here. So maybe we can just see that one. This is the app button. If I press this one, all the apps are available, and here you can see there is a Play Store is available. So you can just go ahead and download your favorite app here. Okay. Then there is a phone and internet button available. So these buttons are available, but you need to configure it. So how to configure that one? So let's say if I press the internet right now, it is not configured for any application. Okay, so we will see how to configure the buttons now. So I have configured radio, then music, and then music player with the Bluetooth. But instead of that, I will just show the internet button, how we can bind with the Google Chrome. So you have to long press the button, and then there is an app, and you have to select which application you have to. So just simply click on the application and close it. Okay, and we will see. So now if I click on internet button, as you can see, it will go to the browser. It will show the default Google search. Okay. Apart from that, you can configure the logo. Now I am using the Swift, so I just put a Suzuki, and if you have another car brand, then you can just go to the setting, and then you can see your car. Click on the car name, and let's say if I select any other car logo, which will be shown at that level. So let's say if I select the Nissan, go back, you can see the logo has been changed. Okay. So go back to the Suzuki, Suzuki logo is selected. This head unit comes with very powerful music system, music output. It can be connected with the amplifier as well as the subwoofer. I have connected with the Zook subwoofer, which is underseat subwoofer I have installed in my car. And this is the way you can configure. This is a predefined configuration given for your head unit. So if I set for the night mode, it will change the brightness will get lowered, and if it is automatic, it will, based on the ambient condition, it will provide you the brightness level. Okay. Now we will see how to change the look and feel of the launcher. Okay, so again you go to the settings, then there you can see there is a theme editor options available. In theme editor you can see the color and brightness will be available. So simply if I just drag this button, you can see the things will get changed. You can see this color is changing now. Okay, and similarly brightness will get changed, or the color will get changed. Accordingly you can just change it, and so there are more settings, and you can select which color you want for different things. Okay, and you can configure as per your requirement. Similarly, you can change the background. So you can see right now it's a leatherite kind of things given, and now I select the background. Okay, and there are so many options, predefined options are available along with the colors. So if I select the colors, that color will get applied to the background material which is available. So by default I generally use the black one, and now you can see this is changed to the carbon fiber finish. Similarly, there is aluminum things available which will give complete different look and feel. This is how you can configure the things. For the icons, if you want to, let's say, okay, so if you want to, I will cancel it, so it will come back to the by default. If you want to change this icon, again simply long press it, and then you can see there is a icon button available. So these are the different icons available which you can pick up and just apply it to your favorite button. Okay, so what I can do, I will just start the FM, and then we will see how it looks and how it sounds actually. So I click on the radio, and
इतिहास कहते हैं मी कलाकार श्रुती आणि तुम्ही ऐकताय बेस्ट ऑफ लाईट कॅमेरा ऍक्शन. तुमच्या पण रिलेटिव्ह मध्ये कोणी बेबी आत्या आहे का काय?
Okay, so now you can see from my steering wheel I can just change the channel and increase the volume. Similarly, I can launch the GPS from this button. If I click on the GPS, then the Google map, which is predefined install on this system, will come into picture. So I will just click on the GPS now, and you can see the Google map is open. So it is very convenient to use the steering wheel control, and we don't have to drill anything. It is just, there is a double-sided tape mounted on these buttons. These are very small, as you can see from my steering. These are very small and convenient for the use, and you can just simply paste it, and there is a one module which needs to be attached to the head unit. Okay, so we'll go back to the head unit. So that's overall everything available, and again there is you can connect your phone, and it comes with the headphone which can be installed in your car, and the mic will be available. As you can see in the corner, mic is available, so whenever the phone comes I can simply pick up, and I can talk to them without removing my hand, and these buttons are there which are there to pick the call and cancel the calls. Okay, so this is the rear view camera I was talking about, and as you can see I have just tilted it because if I am trying to directly bolt it, then the directing lines are going upwards. This camera actually is meant to be for sedan, where they have the dedicated positions for the rear view camera, but somehow I managed to angle it to a downside, and now it is giving the correct vision for my rear view camera. So that's all guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any question, just put in comment. Bye.